After 273 days, the wait is over. It's game day. Welcome to the 2025 college football season, and Boilers, we made it. This is the Purdue Football Pregame Show, and I'm your host, Craig Combs. Glad you could join us ahead. We'll be digging into the numbers of today's matchup. Also, in our In the Game segment this week, we'll be getting to know defensive tackle TJ Lindsay. But first, let's find out about today's opponent, the man himself.
I've got a lot of respect for Ball State and the job that coach has done. He had a tremendous year last year at Butler. I know, a little bit of unknown like we are, how many people look different on his roster. So I've got great respect for our opponent, and we need to play really, really well in all three phases to have a chance to go play winning football. And if you prepare the right way, then the opponent should be nameless and faceless, and the opponent is us. I think that Purdue will prove that it doesn't matter who we play in Ross-Ade, the thing's going to be sold out, and they're here to watch the Boilermakers play. This is my Super Bowl, and then when this game's over, Southern Illinois is going to be the next one, and we've got to take that approach every single week. How good can we get our team ready to go compete and play this week? And then the schedule is what it is. So we're going to have to play really good ball to have a chance to win.
Is it more challenging than ever to prepare for week one, being that all these schools are going to have so many new players? You can't go back and watch 50 different schools to go find their guys and get dossiers on them.
You can watch them. Do
you have time to?
You have to. I mean, I want to know, and some of them didn't play, and some of them played sparingly, but one at least, and you're not looking at anything schematics, you're looking at what is the skill set of the player. So there was a lot of work in the offseason. We did that, and then we did a deep dive on the coordinators of the league of what we're playing to try to get, a jump on those opportunities. And your question, I think it is a little more difficult than, years ago, and you knew exactly who the returning players were, and because you played them the year before. But I think, if you look around the world of college football, most everybody's probably thinking about the same thing going into week one. So it's a decision on, are you willing enough and trust enough to go see what you see on what that person or player did last year. And they got a couple guys that are, listed, I think, as going to play that didn't play last year because of an injury or whatever it was. So there isn't tape on some of those guys. If they're waiting on me to give them a pregame speech to, let's go do it, then I've missed the boat on preparing them to go play their best. There is messaging that I want them to hear me, and it's more about belief in each other, playing as a team, some of those things. But the rah-rah, throw a frog against the wall and go crazy, that's not really our style. It is for some, and for us, it's more process-driven on let's really focus on what our job is. Now, this is a long answer, but I want to be direct and intentional about when we step into the stadium, that's sacred, and let's go represent Purdue the right way in everything that we do. And they'll be ready to go play. And I'm excited to run out of Tiller Tunnel, and I'm excited to see the fans, and because I know there's great passion, there's great energy, and tremendous support here.
A reminder, kickoff for today's game is scheduled for noon on the Big Ten Network. You can also listen to the game on the Boilermakers Sports Network. Now we're going to send it over to our partner, Ashlyn Boersma, who's over at the Purdue Team Store for the Purdue Team Store Item of the Week.
That's right, Craig. I'm here at the Team Store with the thing every Purdue fan needs to kick off this season in style, the item of the game. This week, you can commemorate the Barry Odom era with a special t-shirt. This Odom tee features his motto, hard, smart, tough. That's how the Boilermakers are going to play this season, and this is how you can show your support. You can get your Barry Odom t-shirt at the Team Store or online at PurdueTeamStore.com. Pick it up today and let's make it loud in Ross-Ade. Back to you.
One of the newcomers on the Boilermaker defense that looks to get some playing time here this season, TJ Lindsay. A few weeks ago, I had a chance to sit down with the redshirt freshman from Little Rock, Arkansas, as we go in the game. Be joined by defensive lineman TJ Lindsay. TJ, how you doing this week?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Not too bad, man. Just enjoying the summer. How about yourself?
Me too. Yeah, just been working out. We're getting ready.
How are the legs doing today? Today was leg day.
Yeah, they good. We ran and just squats today.
Yeah, good times. Good times. TJ, you play on the D line. This is your second stop on the journey here. You spent some time at Auburn, now here in West Lafayette. So kind of talk about a little bit about your journey from where you were to where you are now.
Yeah, I spent my true freshman year at Auburn, and then came here. After that, been here since January. I've really just been getting to it. It was very cold when I first got here. I know that. Very cold. But other than that, I mean, we've just been working out, and we had spring ball. Obviously, that's the only kind of football I've had so far. So it's been pretty nice to me. Just been, like I said, just working out. I got a dog, been settling in Lafayette, finding the restaurants and places like that.
Absolutely. What kind of food are you looking for?
Well, I try to eat pretty healthy normally. So like normally what I'd eat is like, Chipotle. I love Chipotle. It's my favorite restaurant like ever. I tried this place called Ever Bowl. I heard that one of our players is owned by one of their families, so it's really good.
Yep, Ever Bowl is a local spot.
Yeah, it's really good. Just things like that. That's usually what I like to eat. I try to eat pretty healthy.
Do you like spicy or do you stay away from spicy?
Yeah, I like it. I don't like too spicy. I just want like a commonly spicy thing.
Just a little bit, enough to know that it's there.
Yeah, not hot, but like a medium.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm more of a mild guy myself. Every once in a while, I'll try something spicy, but... All right. Are you ready to get me there? IMG Academy, your senior year of high school. Before that, junior year at Bryant, where you won a state title in both football and basketball, which that's pretty impressive. Like most schools, you see, you're lucky to get a state title, and you did it both in two sports, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was 7A. My time in Arkansas shaped a lot of my football career now, for sure. It was a good winning team. Like we was ranked top 100, and I think it was like top 50 in the nation every year.
In high school?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think my school went like 6 years without losing a game in state. They lost the year that I wasn't there. It's the first time they lost in state.
That's crazy.
We had lost one out-of-state game in Texas by like 3 my sophomore year. That was my only ever high school loss. I've never lost outside of that.
So in your 4 years in high school, you only lost one time outside of the state?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then I went to IMG my senior year to graduate early and just get a little better feel for college, which I feel like it really prepared me for college. I'm glad that I went.
Did you go to IMG as a way to graduate sooner? I mean, obviously I know that IMG is more focused for athletes, or it's a school that's focused to athletes. Did you like that? Did you like, I'm guessing it was more classes kind of a thing, so you get done sooner, or how did that work out?
IMG definitely is directed towards the athletes more, but it's actually a lot less time in the classroom. We did a lot of stuff in the summer. So we did summer school to like speed up the graduation, and then, but outside of that though, not really. It's actually a lot less work to me. It was harder though, for sure, like the amount of schoolwork we did, but the class wasn't that bad. Everybody there is an athlete, so like that's what they geared towards for 6 months graduation. For a graduation every 6 months, like they know that. So it was good to me.
Any other notable athletes that you went to school with IMG while you were there, or that you played with or against, or anything like that?
At my time there, we had Ellis Robinson. He was like the #1 player in the country. He's a DB at Georgia now.
Okay.
I played with another freshman All-American lineman. He went to Oklahoma. His name is Jaden Jackson. He was an All-American last year. Those are like, off the top of my head, just thinking those are two of the best ones so far that played pretty good in college.
And then until you, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a pro player that you look up to or that you grew up idolizing kind of a thing? Or
not necessarily look up to or anything like that, but I do like, I would say my favorite player to watch D-line wise is Max Crosby. I like how he plays. The level of intensity he plays with, and then like, you know, he has like the technique and things like that, but I think he just plays like aggressive. Like he plays like, you know, the way he's supposed to play.
Yeah, like the speed up the field and the way he move his body and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like his confidence too. He's not like, I don't look at it as cockiness the way he plays. Some people do, but I just like his confidence.
I mean, when you get to this level and above, you kind of have to have a little bit of that, don't you?
Oh
like,
yeah, you gotta believe you're the guy out there, and believe in your teammates and things like that. And I think he embodies that fully.
Absolutely. And do you kind of see yourself doing the same thing? You play that way, kind of?
I'm a lot less vocal than he is. I think he's a real vocal kind of guy, and on the field out there, I don't really say anything. I'll give my teammates encouragement for sure. I think being a good teammate is like an absolute must. Like the team won't function if everybody's not a good teammate and wants to look out. But other than that, I really just let the play speak for itself. Like I'm not just like a crazy, just vocal leader or like trash talker or anything like that. I mean, I have my moments just like everybody else, but not often though.
You're more of an action speak louder kind of a guy, right?
Yeah. I try to focus. Like I feel like I get out of focus when I just start to worry about anything else.
When you get too hyped up, like you kind of like lose your thought process on the field, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to just stay focused and make a play, win the game.
Well, let's see if you can stay focused and make a play here. 20 seconds left. Come on, baby. Got it. Touchdown. What just happened there?
You pitched it.
Wow. No! That's what happens when you lose focus right there.
Yeah, see, you suck crazy.
I did, man. I got excited. I lost focus for just a second, and that's what happens. So give me something you're excited about here in this upcoming fall here. Getting to play out at Ross-Ade in front of the crowd, getting to play in the Big Ten. Give me one or two things that you're really excited about, you're looking forward to.
Experiencing the crowd, they said that it's crazy, it gets loud out there. I've never played football this far north. Actually I did one time, but they say that North fans, because I'm from the South and I'm used to playing every game in the South, I want to see how the North football fans, the Big Ten fans, how they play. How they react, how we playing out there, how loud it gets.
I hope that they're able to blow you away and blow you away here in West Lafayette. Well, I think that's going to do it this week here with our time with TJ Lindsay. TJ, I want to thank you for joining us. Good luck to you this season. Good luck the rest of the way. And hopefully we hear your name a lot here, man.
Yes, sir.
Boiler up, hammer down, hail Purdue.
Purdue and Ball State have some history. It all dates back to 1985 when the Cardinals came to Ross-Ade Stadium. Purdue quarterback Jim Everett dominated from start to finish. It's from the vault, Purdue football.
More than 63,000 filled Ross-Ade Stadium for the first ever matchup between Purdue and Ball State. And they got to witness a masterpiece from senior quarterback Jim Everett. The Boilermakers got on the board first when Rodney Carter crashed in from the 1-yard line to put Purdue up. From there, Everett took over. An 11-yard touchdown pass to tight end Jack Beery was followed by a 38-yard scoring strike to Turf Jackson. Everett and Jackson connected again before the half was over, and the home team led 28-10 at the break. The senior quarterback completed 16 of 17 passes attempted in the opening half, including a stretch of 12 straight in running up the big lead. The Cardinals were completely grounded in the first quarter, failing to gain a first down. They were down by 3 touchdowns before getting on the board midway through the second, then scored late in the half to make it 28-10. In the third quarter, Everett picked up where he left off, hitting Steve Griffin for a 23-yard score, while Jonathan Briggs hit a short field goal in the fourth to close out the scoring for the Boilermakers. For the day, Everett finished 24 for 32 for 340 yards and 4 touchdowns. He passed Bob Greasy for 4th on the all-time passing yards list during the contest. The Boilermakers would defeat Notre Dame the following week, and Everett led the nation in total offense for the season. on his way to finishing 6th in the Heisman Trophy race.
There are 29 new coaches in the FBS this season. We'll be seeing 2 of them on the field here this afternoon. Let's get to know the 2 men leading these teams onto the field this afternoon. Barry Odom comes to Purdue from UNLV, where he led the Rebels to a 19-8 record over the last 2 seasons. He took Vegas to back-to-back bowl games and had the squad ranked in the top 25 the final month of the 2024 season. Prior to UNLV, Odom spent time at Arkansas and Memphis as a defensive coordinator and was the head coach at Missouri for 4 seasons, taking the Tigers to a pair of bowl games as well. Across the field from Odom will be a Purdue alumnus in Mike Yurimovich. A 2000 graduate of Purdue, Yurimovich's coaching career began as an undergrad when he was an assistant coach at McCutcheon High School in Lafayette. Yurimovich's first coaching job was at the University of St. Francis, where he led the Fighting Saints to the NAIA quarterfinals in his final season. In 2022, Yurimovich landed the head job at Butler, taking the Bulldogs to a 23-11 record in 3 seasons. Last December, he was named the 19th head coach in Ball State history. A little bit of history here from myself. I played for Coach Yurimovich back at St. Francis, and knowing Coach U personally, I cannot tell you what it means for the Purdue grad. 2 weeks ago, Coach Yurimovich was dropping off his son here on campus at Purdue in the engineering program. What a small world it is. And we will end the show this week with the fastest 2 minutes in Boilermaker sports. Put 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. We start with series history. Purdue leads the all-time series 8-0. The teams have only ever met in Ross-Ade Stadium, beginning back in 1985. Expanding history a bit, Ball State is 3-30-1 all-time against current Big Ten schools. Best part about this fact for Boilermakers, their only 3 wins against Big Ten opponents have all come against Indiana. The Boilermakers, meanwhile, hold a 42-11 record against teams from the MAC. Of course, that includes 2 bowl wins over directional Michigan schools. Now let's take a look at a segment we call the Mock Watch. Devin Mockabee begins his senior season 1,169 yards behind Purdue's all-time leading rusher, Mike Allstott. That's about 97.5 yards a game to get the record. In addition to chasing the A-Train, Mockabee is 166 rushing attempts behind Otis Armstrong and has a chance to climb into the top 5 in rushing touchdowns, just 10 behind the immortal Leroy Keys, who currently sits in 5th. Mockabee has had 8 100-yard rushing games in his career, currently tied with Montrell Lowe for 6th most in school history. We cannot wait to see the Mock Train chase down history this upcoming season. Finally, let's talk about roster construction. Ball State has 40 players from the state of Indiana and 40 players who have transferred to Ball State this season, including 5 of those who were on Purdue's roster last season. The Boilermakers, however, have 80 fresh faces this year when you combine incoming freshmen and transfer students. And there are just 27 players from the state of Indiana. This is all to be expected in the new era of college football. One thing is for sure, I can't wait to get to know these guys this afternoon inside of Ross-Ade Stadium. That will do it for today's pregame show. Kickoff is set for noon on the Big Ten Network. You can listen to the game on the Boilermaker Radio Network and around the state on the TuneIn app. Now go grab a tailgate brat and a tasty beverage and enjoy game day, Boilermakers. After a long offseason, I think we've all earned it. Enjoy the game, boiler up, hammer down, hail Purdue.